Rakatay Yahushai.
Rakatay Yahushai.
Rakatay Hawa.
Rakatay Hawa.
Rakatay Yahushai.
Rakatay Yahushai.
We want to start out by giving all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
We give double honors to our apostles for his great millstone teaching the well. We say peace, blessing, and safety to the hopeful that pushing this truth. Week in, week out, sincerity, charity, and in love, and in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, the four corners of the earth. We just want to come with a quick hint. You know, in my spirit earlier, I was talking to the brother, who was at work. And I was saying, man, Jake got to fight for himself too. You know, Jake, it's okay to ask for prayer from brothers. It's okay to ask for help, but are you fighting for yourself? Are you fighting for your own salvation, man? All right? Because you might be going through some things. You ask for prayer, you ain't even praying for yourself. All right? You ain't even fasted. You ain't tried to talk to the Lord about it. All right? But you got to learn how to fight for yourself in this truth also, man. All right?
Yeah,
yes, you had a brotherhood, all right, to help out. All right, but Jake got a battle. This is a battle Jake got to fight for himself, man. All right?
That's right. The scriptures tell us to seek out our own soul salvation with fear and trembling.
That's right.
All right, so when it goes to that word own, it means yourself, man. Like, you got to work on this. It's got to be a self-work. All right, you got to put the work in yourself. Like, you read the scriptures and you constantly getting better, all right, with yourself, man. All right?
Yeah, Jake can sit there and let Satan play in his head, man. You know, just not doing nothing about it. You know, going through, just catching hell and say, hey, brothers, pray for me, but not praying for himself. You know, not trying to wing Satan off, man. You
know? This is James. This is our first precept. So, like, this is James chapter 4, verse 7. It says, submit yourselves, therefore, to Yahweh. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
Right. Submit yourselves unto Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right, and it says, resist the devil, he'll flee from you. You have to rebuke those spirits, man, and when you're going through, man. All right, you can't just let the devil just have his way with you, you know? And it happens to a lot of brothers, man. And sometimes it be real subtle on things, you know what I'm saying? So you don't even see the Satan bothering you. You know, it might be about a video, or, you know, you might be going off on something. But Jake, you gotta fight the devil, man. All right, you can't just let him be on your shoulder, man. Like the brother like to say, you can't just let him be playing mental gymnastics with you, man. All right, you gotta cuss the devil out, man. All right, leave me the hell alone, man. All right, then call up on the name of the Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right, fight against him, man. Resist him. All right, have enough discipline, all right, and enough self-will to fight against those spirits when they come up on you, man.
Yeah, that's right. Man. That's why you gotta you gotta stay in the spirit, be in the scriptures. All right, because if you don't know how to fight him, then you won't know that he's sneaking up on you.
Right.
All right, but if you're paying attention, all right, and you're rooted in the scriptures, man, you know when something is not right. All right, you know when those evil, wicked thoughts coming. All right, because a wicked person is not gonna know. He gonna think his thoughts and his ways are justified. All right, but we base our life through the scriptures. All right, that way we know when we're going against Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we know when we're going off. All right?
That's right, bro.
Get the next scripture. It is in what's that? Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. It says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Right, so we got to work out our own salvation. We got to do this work for ourselves as well. All right, like I said, there's nothing wrong with having brothers. All right, it's just like being the star player of the team. There's nothing wrong with having teammates, but you got to be the star. You got to be your own star player, man. All right, you got to work out your own salvation. All right, you can't just don't be leaning on brothers and you're not doing nothing for yourself. You know, what are you doing for Yahweh Shem Yahushai yourself on your own time? You know, not just when brothers come around, or not just at camp. You know, and, hey, when I'm saying this, hey, even to myself, man. You know, to push harder for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, to fight harder for him, man. You know,
that's right, because Apostle Tahar can't save you. Apostle Gabar, even our elder, or not, they can't save us, man. All right, you got to do this thing. This is like a self walk, pretty much. You got to want this for yourself. Can't nobody want this for you. All right, and it don't matter if they want it for you. What are you doing yourself?
That's right.
All right, so that's why the scriptures tell you to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. Because you got to do this for yourself, like the brother was going into. All right? I'm going to get the next. You done with that one?
Yeah.
I'm going to get my
Like the brother was just saying, no matter how much, brothers want salvation for you, you got to fight for your own salvation, man. All right? You can't just be, you ain't going to make it all on your brother's back. Brother can't carry you into salvation. You got to stand up on your own.
Brothers can motivate you to do better.
Right.
Talk to you to do better, but at the end of the day, it's on you.
That's right.
All right, whether you putting forth the effort or not. All right, I'm gonna get this next precept. It's in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 13. It says, "Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand."
Right, so you got to put on that fight, man. So we got to be ready, man. We got to be prepared because the evil days are upon us, man. All right, if you haven't put on your own breastplate, because you can't borrow your brother's. You can't borrow your brother's sword. You got to get your own sword together, man. You got to get your own armor together. All right, you got to study these scriptures for yourself. All right, that you may be able to withstand in those evil days, man. All right, it don't say that you guys, it say you. All right, going back into that self, man. All right.
It says at the end of that scripture, that verse, it says, "And having done all to stand," that means you're giving 100% effort. All right, you're doing whatever it takes. All right, to please Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. You're doing all that you can. All right, because it was a song back when I used to go to church. It's called 99 and a half won't do. All right, you got to put the whole 100% effort into this truth. Now, that don't mean that, certain days you might, fall short. All right, don't mean that certain days that, Satan might not attack your mind and you might not do a video. All right. This means that you're doing whatever it takes, all right, to stay on track. All right, even when you've fallen off, all right, you're praying and getting yourself back on track. How about Shai, man? You're giving everything that you got. Giving you the best that I got.
That's right, man.
All right. But you're giving the Lord the best that you got, man.
That's right.
All right. So that's what it's mean. When you go read that scriptures, they haven't done all to stand. So you've done everything that you could, man. That's in your power to do. All right. Let me get the next scripture. This is 1 Thessalonians, and this needs to be said. Okay. You gotta really work on yourself, man.
That's right, self-examination, man.
Yeah, I got that precept next. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:17, though. This says, pray without ceasing.
All right, the reason I put this precept in there about praying without ceasing because, hey, Satan is on attack on the man of the Lord at 24/7, 365 days. All right, he's always on the attack for us, man. All right, so you got to keep your prayer life up too, man. That's a part of your fight. All right, to be praying without ceasing, man. To always be praying, not just for others, but for yourself also, man. Don't think just because you're praying for everybody else, Satan's not going to attack you. You got to pray for yourself as well. All right, Jake. Like I said in the beginning, Jake will jump in the group and talk to other brothers. Hey, brother, pray for me. I'm down. And Jake can be praying in 15 days for himself. A prayer period. Keep your prayer life going, man. It's very important in this walk. It's very important in this fight. How that relationship be how about Shemal Shai, man. All right, that prayer life is important.
That's that communication. If you don't have communication in any relationship, it fails, man.
That's right.
All right, so you gotta constantly talk to how about Shemal Shai. But I'm gonna start up some on this. 1 Thessalonians 5. I'm gonna start at 14. It said, now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly, comfort the feeble-minded, support the weak, be patient toward all men, see that none render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men. It says rejoice evermore, and it says pray without ceasing. All right, but those are attributes, those are behaviors types that we need to pick up. All right, these are things that, as a man of the Lord, all right, as a hopeful elect, that we ought to be doing, man. All right, and that's another way to be looking out for yourself, because if you're coming straight out the scriptures and doing everything in righteousness, man, you don't have nothing to worry about.
Sure.
Even though this flesh sometimes rises up, all right, and guess what? The flesh is going to win some of the battles, man. All right, but it's the war that we're talking about. What's going to win the war? Are you going to win the war, or is your flesh? Is your spirit going to win the war, or is the flesh going to win the war, man?
That's right.
All right. So that's going in. That when I was reading, I was like, yeah, because those are attributes. Those are things that you should be looking out for. All right, as a man of the Lord. All right, I'm gonna get this last precept. This is in 2 Corinthians. Very familiar precept. 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. It said, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. All right, so it says, examine yourselves whether you be in the faith, man. All right, so on a day-to-day basis, you ought to be looking at yourself in the mirror. All right, making sure that you're keeping yourself on that straight and narrow, man. All right, hey, decisions. Hey, look, I could have did this like this. All right, or I could have did this like that. All right, constantly trying to improve. All right, yourself as a man of the Lord. All right.
That's right. Yeah, because hey, man, when you examine yourself, what are you doing? You keep yourself under the spirit of correction, man. All right. So that spirit of correction is very important in this truth, man. By correcting yourself, oh man, like the brother was going to, I could have did this different, I should have did that different, man. That's important in your walk, man, for Yahweh Shema Shai, man.
Filtering everything through the scriptures, man.
That's right.
All right.
Excellent. Lord willing, that was edified unto the body. And with that, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash.
We give double honor to our apostle, Elderberry Millstone, who teaches well. Peace and blessing to the whole elect pushing this truth. Week in, week out, sincerity, charity, and love, and the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai throughout the four corners of the earth. With that, we want to say shalom.
Shalom.